The rest of the season, I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play.
And that's caught inside the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down.
Foul.
Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a big-time play there for the Bears. Given 42 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top-5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Here's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights free yet again. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. It's the fullback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. It's Williams on the catch. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. So they try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Martin re-signed with the Raiders May 1st after Isaiah Crowell went down with the Achilles injury. He's out for the year. Martin now in his second season in Oakland, 723 yards last year. His career numbers are so interesting. 6 seasons in Tampa prior to Oakland, 2 years of 1,400 yards, but then he never topped 500 the other 4 years due to injuries and other various issues. But now he says his full focus is on 2019. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the draw, Richard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Carr gives to Richard, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football, but these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got him.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, baby, all day. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Runs through another. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 14 yards into Chicago 1st down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
Good on. Ready. Mike 5-4. Here we go.
On the give, this is their fullback. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Well, fullback touchdowns have become rare. We just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this